smokestack. Big black cloud coming from the smokestack. Big black cloud coming from the smokestack. Push the gas on, let's make 'em all get back. Big black cloud coming from the smokestack. Big black cloud coming from the smokestack. Big black cloud coming from the smokestack. Push the gas on, let's make 'em all get back. Cups in the sky.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Weekdays with Bruce and Wes. And today we're going to be talking about how I first started dipping. So let's go ahead and get into that. And we're going to be dipping on some Grizzly Snoof. Let's go ahead and pack us a can. And we'll talk about that. Pack us a fatty. Big fat fatty. Grab us this fine cut, so might have to go back in for more than one paint. Two pinches. And spit. Yeah, today I'm spitting in the mud jug, but I won't be for long because my spit buds have been shipped out. As y'all know, in my last video, I have been sponsored by Spit Bud, and I thank y'all very much for sponsoring me. Thank you to Jake over there. I really appreciate it, man. It's amazing, and I can't wait to get your product so we can talk about it here on this channel. Alright, before we start talking, I want to tell y'all I am doing a Q&A next Thursday. So go ahead and leave me some questions down below in this video, or feel free to kick me at WesleyLand18. You can kick me there. Follow me on Instagram, Darkside Dipper. Follow me on, go add me on Facebook, Wesley Lancaster. And that's about it. That's all the social media I got right at the moment, because I haven't dealt with Twitter that much. Every time I add a Twitter account, it don't work out too well. But let's go ahead and get into how I first started dipping. Alright, how I first started dipping, I'm spitting an American Eagle. I can't wait to get my spit buds though, because I'm gonna love my sponsors from Spit Bud. And won't have to worry about mud jugs anymore, because I'm tired of this mud jug army and just tired of the spit buds, them talking shit about spit buds. So we're gonna give it a shot. And coming sometime next week, I got another special thing to tell y'all next week. So y'all hold on to that, because that one's gonna be a surprise. Alright, now let's stop rambling about the shit. Now let's talk about how I first started dipping. Well, I was 9 years old. My buddy was 13 at the time. He lived down in my grandpa's neighborhood. We're gonna throw it in a little killer filler. Get the filler. But he lived down in my grandpa's neighborhood, and I was out hanging out with him. And he pulled out a can of Skull Cherry. Skull Cherry. I know this is not my bad. Skull Cherry. And when he pulled out Skull Cherry, he's like, "Oh, you want to try some of this shit, man? Shit's good." I was like, "What is it?" And he goes, "It's called dip, man. Put it in your lip, and it's awesome." I like, shit, why not? I won't try it. So, let me show you here. I know this is snuff, and it works pretty damn well for snuff. Cause my first pinch was about that size. Nothing too big. I didn't know how to put it in, of course. I pulled out my lip for the first time. And Skull Cherry was my first dip, and about 2-3 minutes in, I'm buzzing my ass off. Of course, I never smoked or anything by that point because I was only 9 and I was rocking back and forth, felt sick as hell. Did not throw up though. I've never thrown up over dip, and I'm glad about that. And I kept it in for about like 30 minutes at the most, still buzzing my ass off. I said fuck it, took out the dip, threw it on the ground. Went to my grandpa's house, didn't say shit to no one. I walked straight to my bedroom because I was staying the night there, and right on the bed I went. I fell on the bed, I went my ass to sleep, couldn't stand the buzz. I felt sick, felt like I was going to throw up, but I never threw up. I fell asleep, and thank God I fell asleep because I probably would have thrown up. And when I woke up the next day, because it was late that night, probably about like 8, 9 o'clock that night. It wasn't too late, but late for my ass. And I woke up the next day, walked out, hung out with my friend again, and I asked him, can I have another pinch of that shit? He said, hell yeah. So I put it in, kept it in about like an hour that time. I was still buzzing my ass off. So I started dipping. I was starting to dip every week with him. I was dipping Skull Cherry every day for a month. Still buzzing my ass off. And so I got used to that. And then for my second dip I ever tried, my second dip was Copenhagen Long Cut. This was my second dip I ever dipped in my life. I dipped this for about 2 years straight. I buzzed my ass off. First time I ever dipped this. For about like the first 2 months I was buzzing my ass off. But I started dipping out for 2 years. And I still remember my first pinch of Copenhagen Long Cut. I took a pinch, it was about the size of the pinch I take now. And I was sitting there watching NASCAR. I think it was the Daytona 500. And I was sitting there watching the NASCAR with my dad, and he knew I dipped at the time, and he really didn't care. And I was just sitting there, buzzing my ass off, rocking back and forth, and having my bottle. It didn't feel like fucking spit whatsoever. I wasn't feeling too well. I didn't want to spit, and I'm glad I spit. When I spit, it just made me like buzz even more for some reason. But I enjoyed the buzz. After a while, I loved it. When I was at work, it helped me get through work. I popped me in a dip. When I was 16, I was dipping Copenhagen Long Cut at the time too. When I was 16, and Copenhagen Wintergreen was my everyday dip. But now here we are with Grizzly Snuff. This is my everyday dip. Basically, or Copenhagen Wintergreen. I switch up every now and then. I'll do Grizzly Snuff for a week, and then I'll do what's it called for 3 weeks, Copenhagen Wintergreen. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna be doing a Q&A next Thursday. But yep, that about sums up my dipping experience, my first dipping experience. It was horrible, but amazing at the same time. If I wasn't dipping, I wouldn't be here on YouTube. And I thank to all my subscribers for subscribing. I hope y'all enjoy my videos. I'm going to give a couple shout outs to some people. I'm going to give out a shout out to Chubfucker. Dude, I love your videos. I'm a huge fan of yours. And thank you for subscribing on my channel. I appreciate it, man. I never thought I would have the man himself, Chubfucker. And I hope you like your spit bud, man. So let me know how you like your spit bud when you get it. And maybe I can hook you up with some more. And before I get off here, I want to go ahead and say, y'all, it don't matter what you spit in. A mud jug is just a product. Spit bud's a product. And I like the spit buds. My friend has one and I loved it. That's why I'm glad to be sponsored by Spit Bud. And just thanks to them awesome Jake for hooking me up with 2 spit buds I wanted. They will be shipped here sometime tomorrow or next week. So we'll figure out when I get that. I'll make a video on it. I won't be home until Thursday. Go ahead and let y'all know that because I'm going to be out with my dad. I haven't spent time with my dad in like a couple of months. So I'm going to stay with him until Thursday because he works on the weekends. So I'll be happy to see my dad. But other than that, thank y'all for watching my video. And let me get back to my shout outs. I'm going to give a shout out to Texas Underage Dipper. Go like and subscribe on his channel. Go on his channel. We did a live video yesterday. So go like and subscribe on his channel. Then my last shout out I want to give to Backwoods Dipper 7. Go check him out. He's got awesome videos. Like and subscribe on his channel. Also get his subscribers up. And we'll see you next time. So no matter what you're doing 24/7, keep it all fucking redneck, y'all. Remember, you ain't dipping. You ain't spitting. And no matter what you spit in, you're a real dipper. Don't let nobody tell you, get yourself, you ain't a real dipper because you got a mojo. You're a real dipper, whatever you spit in. Spit Bud Army. We'll see you next time. I'm out.